What if the blurry vision and memory slips you've been noticing after 60 are not simply normal aging? What if your eyes and brain have just been missing the support they need? Many older adults begin to notice small but frustrating changes. Reading becomes harder unless the light is bright. Names take longer to remember. Focus comes and goes. Sometimes the eyes feel tired, and sometimes the mind feels tired too. And that can be scary, because when vision and memory begin to feel less reliable, many people assume there is nothing they can do. They think decline is automatic. They think it is just part of getting older. But that is not always true. In many cases, the body is not simply shutting down. It may be asking for better nourishment, better circulation, and better protection from the stress that builds up over time. In today's video, we're going to talk about 4 simple juices that may help support clearer vision, better blood flow, and healthier brain function after 60. These are not miracle drinks, but they are practical choices that may help support your eyes and mind in very meaningful ways. We'll cover carrot juice, beet juice, blueberry juice, and spinach juice. Each one helps in a different way. One supports the retina, one helps circulation, one helps protect against oxidative stress, and one may be one of the best overlooked choices for aging eyes. So stay with me until the end, because the last juice is the one many people ignore, even though it may be one of the most important. And before we begin, tell me in the comments, what worries you more right now, memory loss or blurry vision? Let's begin with carrot juice. When people think about foods for eye health, carrots are usually the first thing that comes to mind. And in this case, that old advice still holds up. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for the eyes, especially for the retina, the part of the eye that helps process light. It also helps support vision in dim conditions and keeps the surface of the eyes healthy. That matters more than many people realize after 60. A lot of older adults begin noticing that they need stronger light to read, have more trouble seeing clearly in the evening, or feel like their eyes get tired much faster than before. Some even describe it as if their eyesight has become less crisp, even if they cannot explain exactly why. Part of that may be related to aging, yes, but part of it may also be related to the fact that the eyes need steady nutritional support every day. That is one reason carrot juice is so valuable. Carrots also contain antioxidants such as lutein, which may help protect the eyes from oxidative stress. Over time, oxidative stress can affect the delicate tissues in the eyes and make it harder for the visual system to stay strong and efficient. And here is something people often forget. When the eyes are under strain, the brain has to work harder too. The brain is constantly processing what the eyes see. So when vision becomes more tiring, reading becomes more difficult, or adjusting to light takes more effort, that can also add to mental fatigue. In that sense, supporting the eyes may also help reduce some of the hidden stress placed on the brain. That is why carrot juice is not just about eyesight. It is also about comfort, focus, and daily confidence. Another reason people like carrot juice is that it is simple. It tastes naturally sweet, feels familiar, and does not seem intimidating like some other health drinks. You can enjoy it on its own or mix it with a little ginger, celery, or cucumber. And as with every juice on this list, consistency matters more than intensity. You do not need huge amounts. You do not need a complicated routine. What matters is giving your body regular access to nutrients that support healthy vision over time. So if you are looking for the easiest place to start, carrot juice is a strong first choice. It is simple, practical, and especially helpful for supporting the eyes as they age. Next is beet juice. If carrot juice is known for supporting the eyes, beet juice deserves attention for a different reason: circulation. As we age, one of the quiet changes that can affect both memory and mental sharpness is reduced blood flow. The brain depends on a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients, and when circulation becomes less efficient, the effects can show up in everyday life. You may notice it as brain fog, slower thinking, reduced mental energy, that feeling that your mind is not as clear or sharp as it used to be. This is where beet juice becomes especially interesting. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, and the body can convert those into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen blood vessels, which may support better blood flow throughout the body, including to the brain. And better circulation can matter a lot, because when the brain receives healthier blood flow, it may function more efficiently. Many older adults describe feeling more mentally present, less sluggish, and more steady when circulation is supported. That does not mean beet juice is a miracle cure, but it does mean it supports one of the most important systems behind healthy brain function. And good circulation does not only matter for the brain, it also matters for the eyes. The visual system depends on a healthy blood supply too. So by supporting circulation, beet juice may help both mental clarity and visual performance at the same time. That makes it especially useful for older adults who feel like both their memory and vision are not quite what they used to be. There is also something encouraging about beet juice from a healthy aging perspective. When people begin worrying about memory, they often feel helpless. They assume decline is fixed and irreversible. But circulation is one of those areas where the body can still respond to support. That can be empowering. In terms of flavor, beet juice is stronger and earthier than carrot juice, so not everyone loves it right away. But it blends well with carrot, apple, or lemon, and many people find that once they get used to it, they actually enjoy the grounded, refreshing taste. The key again is not doing too much at once. It is about building a routine that feels realistic and sustainable. So if you have been feeling mentally slow, foggy, or less alert than you want to be, beet juice may be one of the most helpful additions to your routine. It supports something basic but essential, the healthy blood flow your brain and eyes depend on every day. Now let's talk about blueberry juice. When it comes to supporting both the brain and the eyes, blueberries have earned a strong reputation, and for good reason. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, the natural compounds that give them their deep blue and purple color. These compounds are powerful antioxidants, which means they help the body fight oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is one of the major drivers of aging. It builds slowly over time and affects cells, tissues, and blood vessels throughout the body. You may not feel oxidative stress directly, but you may feel the effects it leaves behind: slower memory, reduced concentration, mental fatigue, and eyes that feel more sensitive or less resilient. That is why blueberry juice is so valuable. It does not just support one isolated problem. It helps support protection at a deeper level. For the brain, the antioxidant compounds in blueberries may help protect brain cells and support communication between them. That matters because memory, focus, and mental processing all depend on healthy communication inside the brain. For the eyes, those same protective compounds may help support the delicate tissues and tiny blood vessels involved in vision. Since the eyes are exposed to light and environmental stress every day, they benefit greatly from protective nutrients over time. This is what makes blueberry juice different from the earlier juices. Carrot juice helps nourish the eyes. Beet juice helps support circulation. Blueberry juice helps protect the system from long-term stress. That kind of protection becomes especially meaningful after 60, when many people feel they are trying to hold on to their clarity, sharpness, and independence. Blueberry juice is also one of the easiest options to enjoy. It has a naturally pleasant flavor and feels less like a health chore than some other juices. You can drink it on its own, dilute it slightly with water, or combine it with other berries. But just like the others, the real value comes from regular use, not occasional use. Because healthy aging is rarely about one dramatic fix. It is usually about small, smart habits that support the body day after day. So if you want something that helps protect both your vision and your brain from the inside out, blueberry juice is a strong choice. It is simple, enjoyable, and rich in the kind of support the body deeply appreciates as it gets older. Finally, let's talk about spinach juice. This may be the most overlooked juice on the list, but it could also be one of the smartest choices of all. Spinach is especially rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two important plant compounds that are heavily concentrated in the eyes, especially in the retina and the macula. These nutrients help filter harmful light and support the tissues responsible for sharp, detailed vision. That becomes incredibly important with age. Many older adults begin noticing more glare, reduced contrast, and more difficulty reading small print. They may feel that their eyes are more sensitive than before, especially in bright light or during long periods of reading. Spinach helps because it provides nutrients the eyes actively use. That is what makes it so valuable. This is not just a vegetable that is generally healthy. It offers very specific support for the visual system. But spinach may also help in another way. It contains antioxidants and nutrients like folate and vitamin K, which fit well into the bigger picture of healthy aging and brain support. The brain, like the eyes, is sensitive to oxidative stress and depends on proper nourishment over time. So when spinach helps support the eyes, it may also support the broader systems involved in mental clarity and cognitive health. In other words, spinach juice is doing more than one job. It helps protect delicate eye tissue. It helps support visual function. And it contributes to the kind of nutritional foundation the brain benefits from as well. Now, let's be honest. Spinach juice is not the sweetest drink on this list. Some people enjoy the fresh, clean taste right away. Others need time to adjust. The good news is that spinach blends very well with cucumber, green apple, celery, or lemon. That makes it much easier to turn into a drink you can actually enjoy on a regular basis. And that matters, because the biggest benefit comes from consistency. Too often, people treat healthy habits like emergency tools. They try something for a few days, expect a dramatic result, and then stop. But the body usually responds better to regular support over time. That is exactly why spinach juice deserves more attention. It may not be as famous as carrots or as popular as blueberries, but it offers targeted support for some of the most important functions you rely on every day. Seeing clearly, reading comfortably, noticing detail, and staying mentally engaged. So if you want one of the most practical and underrated choices for protecting both vision and overall healthy aging, spinach juice may be the hidden gem of this list. So what is the big takeaway here? If your memory feels less dependable and your vision feels less clear, it may not simply mean that everything is fading because of age. In many cases, it may mean your body needs better support. And that is exactly why these 4 juices matter. Carrot juice helps nourish the eyes with nutrients linked to retinal and surface health. Beet juice supports circulation, which helps deliver oxygen and nutrients where they are needed most. Blueberry juice helps protect both brain and vision from oxidative stress. Spinach juice supports the retina and provides nutrients that fit beautifully into healthy aging. Each juice works in a different way, but together they support something very important: clarity, confidence, and independence after 60. Now, these juices are not miracle cures. They are not meant to replace medical care, but they can be smart, practical habits that help support the body from the inside out. And sometimes that is exactly where meaningful change begins, not with one big dramatic solution, but with small, consistent choices repeated over time. That is the part many people forget. Healthy aging is not only about avoiding problems. It is also about giving your eyes and brain the support they need to keep working at their best for as long as possible. So start with the juice that feels easiest for you. Maybe carrot juice feels like the best first step for your eyes. Maybe beet juice speaks to the brain fog you have been feeling. Maybe blueberry juice feels like the most enjoyable way to protect both your mind and vision. Or maybe spinach juice is the quiet support your body has been missing. What matters most is that you begin. If this video helped you, write in the comments, "I'm protecting my mind and vision now." And tell me, which juice would you try?